I'm late because I washed my face. Don't come at me, chat. Do not come at me. Ah. Move it to all messages. Okay, cool. Let me turn on the TV and then we can add some music, some ambiente, if you will. What mood are we feeling? Are we feeling a specific type of music or are we feeling background noise? What is the vibe that we're going for today? I'm going to be working on commissions. I've got one commission I want to render, one commission I want to line art. And if I get a reply from one of my other commissioners, maybe do work on that as well. We shall see. I'll also be happy to discuss anything I'm making currently. Might also take some commissions on stream if that's something people are interested in. 1995, late October, golden hour before Halloween. Morning to the Americans. Yes, morning to the Americans. Good morning, Americans. What do you got for me? Giant playlist. Yeah, sure, why not? That works. Hi, hello, hello. Let me get my iPad. I didn't charge it like an idiot. I'm stupid. I am the stupid. I am the stupid and the forgetful. I thought I didn't have it in my bag for a second. Ugh. How much percentage do I have on here? 40%. I can make it work. Yeah. Yeah. Where is it? Where it is. Also, sorry for not posting the audiobook. Other stuff came up, and editing is a mental challenge for me. I do not like editing audio. I don't like listening to my own voice. It's really tedious. So that's why there's been no audiobook yet. Also because I've been doing my daily challenge thingy, and I have university work. So that's why. Excuses. Excuses is what I'm giving you, basically. I also haven't eaten today, so I'm just gonna grab something real quick. Try and grab a banana and be more visible than it should be. It glitched. I didn't like that. I did not like the glitching at all, actually. Alright, there you are, chat. What is that? Dust, that's fine. Got banana and Actimel. Gonna grab my iPad and draw with you. Yippee! Drawing stream. I'll eat this later. Alright. So, that's an everybody stream, yeah. Let me just share it on Twitter. Share it on the hell site. Share it on the hell site. Let me just do that real quick. Not now. Live, please let me click on it. Please do not yell at me myself. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. So, I'll show you what I'm drawing, or rather rendering. Yeah, I can't reach, I'm stupid. There you go. This is what I'm currently working on. I'm hoping to have this rendered by today. This is one of the Halloween-y connections. How am I going to put you guys so that you guys can see? And that I can see you. Because I don't feel like just holding it up the whole time. How are my OCs? Well, currently alive. Currently alive is the answer. Not permanently alive, though. I don't know how to put you guys. That's my foot. No, I'm gonna put you guys so you can't see the screen. It's gonna be looking weird anyway. Alright. Yeah, so I'm working on this right now. Oh, difficult. No, yeah, on this right now. So, how is chat? How are you guys? How are you guys doing? I'm assuming those who are in school are back in school right now. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, I don't really want to merge that down quite yet. Alright. Are you guys doing anything fun for Halloween season? If your country even celebrates Halloween. I don't really celebrate Halloween. Halloween is not my thing at all. So it is a thing in England for sure, but not really to the same way like other countries have it, like especially things like America. You guys have it at least at some point had it very intense. I don't know what it's like nowadays. Would actually making it blue be better? I don't really color line art all that much because I don't typically like how it looks, but I am, for the fancier stuff like this, I do try and play around a little bit with color to make it look better. Okay, that could work. There we go. There we go, fine. You're gonna be a plague doctor. Ooh. Me and my mum have gone crazy decorating our house for this year, and we're very proud of ourselves. That's fun. That's very fun. Honestly, I probably would still never celebrate Halloween for even when I have kids. I probably wouldn't celebrate Halloween even then, but I probably would do like some fun like autumn decorations because that's always nice. Can't go wrong with that. Don't call that in. Come on now. Come on, brush. Work with me here. Don't do that. I'm just cleaning up some of the coloring around the line art that's like bleeding out. Bleeding out, bleeding over. Because I use a very annoying brush. It looks really nice for line art, but does not keep the colors in all that well sometimes. And it's kind of more visible with certain colors. Like the red. It's very visible. I'm probably going to shade with like a dark purple, since the background is like, it's meant to be like a night scene. I think it'll fit nicely. So yeah, how are you guys enjoying my Hellflame Heart series I've been doing? I know I only update like every once in a while on YouTube, but I am updating like I I am updating, uploading daily on places like Tumblr and Twitter. Because I don't really care about, well, I do care, but it's like I'm not as bothered about the content I have on there, more so than the algorithm and other stuff. Like I don't take Twitter that seriously with my content, because it's Twitter. I'm not gonna put all my eggs in Twitter. Stop doing that! I hate when it just like goes back to full image. I don't want it to do that. Don't do that. I didn't ask you to do that, so don't do it. Trying to clean up all the little details I put in, and you going back to full zoom is not helpful, like at all. So don't do it. There we go. I actually really enjoy drawing Sonic not even like Sonic OCs or anything like that, but like Sonic designed characters, because I just think the designs are really fun. I think at the end of the day, because I have a very cartoonish art style, I'll always be kind of inclined towards that sort of art. Alright, no, wrong color, wrong brush color. There you go. And there was a little bit of red somewhere here I wanted to get rid of. There we go, blonde. Blonde hair should not have red bleeding into it when there is no red to be have. Don't you start bleeding into that as well. That scared me. Made me jump scare. Cleanup is probably I'd say not the worst, but like the most time-consuming aspect of drawing, if that's like part of the process. Obviously here this is like a more like special commission, quote unquote, so I do spend more time on it than I would like my regular art, because it's commission. I want to do it well for the commission. I don't do collabs. I only do work with my friends. Like IRL friends, not brings issues. Okay, I'm trying to figure out which color would be best. Okay, I'm gonna start with this color and just work from there. The shading. I have been trying to put a little bit more like detail in my line art, because I used to do all the detail in the rendering aspect, and it just became really tedious, and I stopped enjoying it. So I started doing just a little bit more like cross hatching and things like that on my line art, just to make it more visually interesting, I guess. I enjoy line art, honestly, I do. No, not everybody does, which I get, but I really enjoy doing the line art. I find it very soothing. I find the act of drawing very soothing, but some things are more soothing than others. I'm going to use that color for now to shade, but then when I get to it, I'll play around with the colors a bit more. There we go.
Trust the process, they say. Trust the process. Meanwhile, the process is me winging it. See, this is why I normally get nothing done in streams, because I end up just chatting with chat, and here I'm actually doing something. It just sounds. Boop. This is like could be like an ambience music in like a video game or something. I never know where these music comes from in these playlists. I'm assuming it's just like ambience, but it could maybe come from a game, but I don't know. Bit more color cleanup. There we go. Back to shading. I'll do some basic shading, play around with the colors a bit, and then I'll chat with you guys. Because since these are Halloween commissions, I do want to get them done obviously before Halloween, because that would suck not having them for Halloween. Obviously. Shading might be a bit too dark for what I want to go for. We'll go with it for now. We'll go with it for now. I'm by a big window, so I look at people passing by. People watching of a different level. I find the panel I used for today's live stream makes me cackle because it's awful. I'm going ipsy daisy as he tears up Endeavor's side, and that's really funny. That's so funny. My top 2 favorite characters, and they're always at each other's throat. All Might's not far behind. I so love All Might. His like recent episodes, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. in the right layer. It is not lost on me that the cat outfit is what's sold. It's always the cat outfit. It's always the cat outfit. Always. If you're ever gonna make like options for different things, just make it a bunch of cats. Just make it a bunch of cats. Again with the wrong color on the wrong layer. It's annoying. Don't do that. Stay where you're supposed to stay. You're ruining the character design that isn't mine. There you go. I think the pupils do need to be have black line on them and not. Well, maybe just the shine. Yeah. Maybe just the shine. There we go. That's fine. About halfway done. With the basic shading, that is, not the full thing. Because I want to play around with a couple things before I get to that point. I will be ending stream at 5 because there's a thing I need to watch. Oh, Grimmy, you just have a show you want to watch? No, I need to go to it. I need to see it. It's very important. It is a must, not a want. You know, living in a house is great. I love living in a house, to be clear. But sometimes there's a noise that happens, and I'm like, is that a good noise or a bad noise? Is that a that's gonna cost me noise, or is that a house is alive noise? Like, what sort of noise is it? And it stresses me out every single time. I think there were birds like scuttling along the roof like a few weeks ago, and the way it sounded like there was something in the walls, and then it stopped. So maybe there is something in the walls, and I'll just never know. I'd rather not know at that point. Ignorance is bliss of certain things. Especially with the sort of sound it was making. It was definitely the scuttling of like bird claw thingies. think that's it for the shading, at least the basic shading. You can't really tell because it's a screen, but I'm going to play around with the colors a little bit and then I'll speak to you guys in chat. Let's see. I'm going to do this. Excuse me, why is there a random squad right now? I don't want that there. There we go. Much better. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's a bit better. And then I'll do the lighting in a minute. Alright, what have you guys been saying? Have you guys been behaving? Better be behaving. I don't want to be saying things in chat. Let's see. Not the ... yes. Let's see. You guys talking about Has Been Hotel? You've been good? Hold question. Do you guys ship Adam and Luke or are we against it? If you ship it, you ship it. And if you don't ship it, you don't ship it. End of story. There is no we are against. It's a ship. Who cares? People can ship whatever they want. You know, there's plenty of ships I don't like. You ship and let ship, and you move on and you enjoy the stuff you like, and just leave it. Your character here, but Cats, always wins. Always wins, I'm telling you, always wins. What if Suzette was in one of my show ideas? Yeah, sure. My favorite MHA character is Endeavor, if that was not obvious enough. You guys are currently being filmed from a phone that is encased in an Endeavor phone case. So you are actually just being held by Endeavor right now. Take that as you will. I'm still 2 days behind October, but day 10 is going to be simple and already in one today, so I should be able to catch up. Nice, awesome. Yeah, no, I know no wonder it's warm. It's always hard with the daily challenges to keep up to date with it. I don't know how I've stayed up to date with my daily comic posting. I don't know how I've done that. I guess just like already know, like you said, already know what I'm doing probably helps. But yeah, planning is always key, honestly. If you can plan, that's good. I didn't see if you guys said anything. My iPad won't go given a certain point, so I'm just gonna scroll. I'm gonna see what you guys have been saying. Alright. Would you be able to do more possessed AU? No, because the AU is over. It's finished. From beginning to end, the story's over. The only reason I would do more possessed Sam AU is if somebody commissioned me to do something. But then it wouldn't be canon unless it's canon, you know. I'm doing pretty good. My work is giving me a break right now. Oh, that's nice. How come? I was gonna be on how to put on but not available. Ah, that's a shame. Gonna do a few drawings from overseas. Me and Mom wonder that can we question. You can ask anything you want. The real question is if I'll see it. that's the main thing. Will I even see it? I'm planning on being a dark fairy queen. I intend to go up or something. That sounds fun.
I'm gonna draw a hand kind of resting on someone's shoulder. Just like that. Just like that, like that. There you go. That's somebody's shoulder. Obviously, you wouldn't see the palm because you'd have like the shoulder there, but this sort of positioning. I draw that pose all the time because it's an easy place to put hands. Also, I don't know how to do this commission, I guess. Oh, it's like one of the options. You have to set up like a bunch of like payment stuff. So if you don't have that, it's just annoying. You saw the meme I made? Yeah, of the toy. I did see that. It's funny. Grimmy, how do I draw muscles? Listen, I just look at I just look at a character, and then I find a person that is muscular the way I want them to be muscular, and then I reference that. Nowadays, because I found what I like, how I like to draw it, I just stylize it. So up to you. You're a bit addicted to the domestic Harrow AU. You and me both, buddy. And Ultimate Fangirl, who is to be blamed for all of that. I have a very comic book inspired art style, so I find myself always drawing muscle. Yep. Okay. Yes, you guys have been behaving. Very good. Well done, chat. What type of Pokemon would you be? I feel I'd be something even like one of those Pokemon that looks intimidating, but is actually more of like a house pet sort of thing. Like I wouldn't be like a Pikachu that looks cuddly and cute, but is actually kind of a powerhouse. I would look like something really scary and like bulky probably, or like just something where you're like, oh my gosh, that could beat me up, and then actually it's the nature of the creature is more to be at home and be cozy. So probably that. I don't know if there is a pet of like I don't know if there is a Pokemon like that. But Tortofam is great. Ow, my ears. We blame Ultimate Fangirl. But anything Harrowfo related, anything Harrow and All for One related, we blame Ultimate Fangirl. We blame, credit, accuse. So you look like so you look like I can kill you, but it's a cinnamon roll. Yeah, I think so. Draw me some bad hair for a lol. Ah! Speak of the devil. Alright, I will. Why not? Yeah. Okay. Some bad Harrowfo. Let's see. What can I do for that? I'm going to find a funny something. There is the OG, but you've already done one. So, kind of want to do a different one. Wait, no, I've got it. I've got it. I've got it. You're gonna hate me. That's perfect. I know what I'm doing. Hold up. Go away. I have like, by the way, I've got like 3 domestic AU comics just here ready to be drawn, but I haven't touched it. Where is it? Screen size. There you go. I'm just gonna trace it. I don't care for it to be good. It's a shitty drawing, so it doesn't matter. Girly pop, your tits are huge. What? Don't question that. Don't question that. Let's just accept it. Reminder: this is a sketch. It's a shitty sketch for $5. There you go. The shitty sketch is helped if I've got a reference. Hands are handing. Oh god, this is so
grainy. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Yeah. Draw Harufu, they said. It will be fun, they said. God, there needs to be another finger somewhere. Wait, that's only 4 fingers. Where's the other one? What's the pinky finger? Where is it? I'm gonna just stick it here. It's fine. It's fine. He's got huge hands anyway. It's fine. It's fine if they're a bit disproportionate. He's got those freaky yaoi hands anyway. Now the question is, which version of Haru am I drawing? I'm gonna make him the old version. Because his pink hair is cute and I like it. His legs are too short. Haru, I'm sorry, I can't draw you properly. Me. Ugh. Proportions. What even are proportions? What are they? So much for a shitty sketch. Shitty line art. Same thing. Girly, you're giving me issues with your stupid. I've been saying girly pop a lot more. I don't know why. Nobody in my life says it, and I'm not on that side of TikTok, so I don't know what I'm saying yet. Imagine me accidentally saying girly pop to my dad, like. I'm just confused of why I'm talking like that. Well, this is funny, I think, is why I like it. It's just funny to hear something. Girly pop? No. It's like when I say broers, talking about, like, what are the characters? There we go. Put your suit on, old man. Okay, this one I might have to loose sketch under because I wasn't going to lose my mind. Grimmy, why did you draw him with his shirt unbuttoned? It's a reference image. If it's a reference image. I gotta do what the reference image says, don't I? I can't argue with the reference. I don't have that sort of free will. If the reference image says his tits need to be out, that means his tits need to be out. It's as simple as that. I'm fine. I'm normal and fine, chat. I'm really well. How are you guys doing? Have I drawn this well enough that I can just flip it? Kind of have. So you do the pupils though. looks like ass. Oh man. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me. Don't. No. Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. Mr. Overcompensation. I was meant to say overconsumption, but I did say over the other word, and that's funnier, honestly. So we're just gonna do it. We're just gonna go with it. I said it, I'm gonna roll with it. Ugh. Proportions, what are they? My poor cartoonish style, I can't do this. I'm not built for the realism lifestyle. I'm built for everything to look slightly off, slightly wrong. I'm built for people to be like, she can't draw realism. And the answer is, I can, not well though. Don't ask me to do a portrait anytime soon. You're gonna get a real ass doodle. God, he looks so stupid. You know he's proud doing this as well. He's like, yes, I'm really cool and hip with the kids, and Shigaraki's just like, why has the plan changed from take over the world to marry this old man? Like, Sensei, I feel there's something has happened and I have not been updated about what was the plan here. And it's like, Wolf One had a bunch of realizations in prison. He came out a different man. He came out yearning for a very mortal, weak old man. That's not the character development anybody wanted, but it is the character development we're getting. He came out of prison and I was like, ah yes, Tomura, you've fulfilled my plans, but also I have a side quest I must complete before we do the war. And Tomura's body's just like, what? What's happening? Why are we wasting time on the Todoroki Senior? His tits are not titting. I'm overthinking the tits, chat. I'm overthinking them. A shitty sketch and he gets really detailed tits for some reason. Is that not just the internet though? Is that not just the internet? There's like, a picture can be mid, but then the tits are just really well drawn. Like, I see where your priorities lie. I'm not just talking about women, I'm talking about guys too. You see fan art, and you're like, wow, it's really good fan art, and then the chest is just really detailed, and you're like, I know what you are. One of me, so I know what you are. You're one of us, but like, this is fine. It's funny when you can see things like that. It's so stupid. It is stupid. Tellement stupide. You've done this, by the way, again. I'm gonna shift his head a little bit, because even though it is meant to be a shitty sketch, it is still all for one, and he needs to be hot. signing it. I'm not signing it. Can you even see it? Oh, that's the glare. The glare is glaring. I have the one and only Labubu Harrow. I have the one and only Labubu Harrow. That's actually Harrow just in plushy form. To be fair, it's not even a plush. It's just a Harrow who's been turned into one. Might just have Harrow in the background, just be like, ew. This man is too old to be dealing with this right now. Like, imagine being in your 60s, right? And suddenly you have to question yourself because a guy is, like, chasing you down. Like, imagine you're just, like, you've been single since, like, you're 18 and you're in your 60s. And you've been fine being single because you've got your kid, you've got your grandkids, you know, you don't need a relationship. And you actually were still quite devoted to your kind of ex-wife, legally married on paper, even though I'm pretty sure you could claim her as dead by now. And what was I thought? And you have no issues, you have no prospects in relationships. And then the Demon Lord #1 villain, most like infamous villain who is like hundreds of years old, not hundreds, over 100 years old, just decides to like court you, and you're just like, literally my entire family wants to kill you and you've taunted my entire family. This is like the last thing you should be doing. And Off One is like, okay, but what if I do anyway? What if I do? What's gonna stop me? All Might? Endeavor? Endeavor and All Might are currently on their way to beat his ass. It's fine. Alright, I'm sending it to you. I'll talk about Fangirl. I'll post it later. That's a meme. I'm posting it as an apology later for the angst I've given everybody. Like, hey guys, I know I'm making you guys miserable, but like, here's a funny. Here's a funny. There you go. There you go, Ultimate Fangirl. Alright, what else are you guys saying in chat? Can't reach. Too short. Put you guys too far away. Leaning on the wall. Hello again, chat. You're close to my face. Why are you gay for that guy? I'm not. He's fucking stupid. Alright, we're back. Yay, toxic old man Yowie. The best kind of old man. Do you like the Bat Family? I enjoy specific depictions of them. I don't really like how big it is. That's gonna sound really weird. I don't like how many of them there are. I wish there were less characters, but they keep adding to them and I don't like it. I don't like having to keep up with stuff like that. I find it really boring. I like Batman and Alfred. I like Catwoman. I like Nightwing. I don't mind. I like the original Batgirl, like the original depiction of Batgirl. I don't care all that much for Jason Todd or forgot his name. Red Robin. Forgot his name. Tim. Damian is fine. Spoiler, all the other ones I don't care about at all. So I don't dislike it, but I just don't
like all of the members enough to really care about it. I like Batman. I like Bruce Wayne. But some of these other characters, I'm like, I don't know, in my soul, I see them and I'm like, you just don't fit. You're just too much. And I don't look forward to seeing you. They're not bad. Nothing wrong with them. I just do not care for them. So I'd say I like the OGs. I like the OGs a lot more than anything else. That's how I feel about DC and Marvel comics in general. I like the OGs. The new stuff just isn't for me. I swear to God, get him again that by domestic horror comics, you say? Yeah. I can just sense it. Yeah, a Labubu idea. Carry the babies. Listen, Harrow probably would have died. Let's be completely honest. That man's constitution, it doesn't exist. He, no. There's a reason All For One has to be gentle. That's all I'm gonna say. Girly pop and baby girl. It's okay. I don't even. Sorry if anybody doesn't have that dad anymore. Grimmy just drawing the Little Cities one drawing us. To be fair, I have been drawing nothing but angst for the last 2 days. So, would you rather be Todoroki or Hanma? But you're getting over trauma. What's a Hanma? I don't know what that is. Which Hanma it is. Also, if I'm a Todoroki, what type of trauma am I getting? Hanma. Oh, is it Tokyo Revengers? I don't know that series at all. So at least I'll be a Todoroki because at least I know what I'm getting into. Can I be the new wife? I can replace Rei. She's not there anyway. I can do that. I'm fine with that. I'm young and spry. I still got some kick in me. Would you rather feel all the Derby of Pain or Jack Hanma physically? I don't know who Jack Hanma is. Darby's Pain, is it me? The thing is, right, that's hard because like, is it me right now suddenly getting all of Darby's emotional pain? Or is it me as I am right now getting all of Darby's emotional and physical pain? Like, you gotta be more specific. I'm really bad with these would you rather because I just get into the specifics of like, okay, that's too vague though. Because I'm not. I want to get as good a deal as I want. Okay, all my family members are businessmen and lawyers. I'm here to negotiate. I'm not here for. Would you rather take this pill or that pill? It's like no. You gotta. Is the pill tasty or not? You know. Is it vegan? I don't know. Is it ethically sourced? You gotta give me context here. I can't. Don't think too much about that. You've given me nothing to think about. I do want to somehow break out of prison by his own strength. Well, he can't really break out of prison by his own strength because he's kind of lucked up. All For One is still limited by his typical limitations, like in canon. I never thought I'd ship him with anyone, but here we are. Ships. Listen, as long as we have fun, who cares, right? Honestly, I thought I don't have voodoo. I mean. It could double as a voodoo doll. Why not? Your Hawks then? I'd have to fight Hawks, I think. Oh no. NG has too many prospects. I have to fight all his fans. I have to Scott Pilgrim my way to NG's life. Oh. I've got to fight Hawks. Got to fight his ex. Still technically married. Totally not ex-wife. His fans, his enemies who are also his fans, probably his kids, because they're like, no, you cannot have any more siblings. And I'm like, you're not going to stop me. I've Scott Pilgrim my way through the entirety of the MHA universe. You know, I'll do it. If I had a chance, I'd do it. Honestly, just to see how far I'd get. The answer is, Hawks would take me out immediately. I would not get very far. Without knowing anything, with show of mine, would you want to be Hidden Secrets or After the Life? I mean, I don't even know anything. Hidden Secrets sounds more interesting than After the Life by title only. Do you want me to send an update on the piece I'm working on? Yeah, sure, go for it. La la la. Am I up to date with that? I am up to date with that. Very good, very good. All messages. Question is Method AO completed? I'm gonna call you 31 because I can't say the rest of your username. 31. What do you mean by that? I'm giving you a chance to answer your own question. Hello? Ah, there we go. 31, I'm giving you a chance to really think really hard about that one and get back to me. Either elaborate on your question or please answer it for yourself, because what do you mean? I'm sorry, but what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What time is it? Okay, I got half an hour. Chat. You have an option. I can either, number one, do some drawing and don't talk to you guys, or I can chat with you guys for the next 25 minutes and just talk shit. What are we feeling? Are we feeling look at me like this while I eat a banana and we chat? Or are we feeling have Grimmy draw some more, look at her beautiful side profile? The choice is yours. Yeah. I don't like it when the bloody thing gives me a notification all the time. I just get rid of the notifications, please. Please go away. Notifications. Chat. All right, chat. Yeah. All right, we're chatting. So am I chatting? All right, we chatting. I am trying to peel this banana with one hand. It's not easy. I give up. I'm hungry and I give up. Like Gravity. I haven't listened to the Gravity, so I don't know. I'm not interacting with anything Has Been Hotel until the season comes out. The only thing I've interacted with has been Ayla Mao's videos, and that's it. What is that now? That is me spitting out the inside of the bananas because it doesn't taste good. Not like the banana itself, but like this bit with the skin, it tastes gross. I know you told me, well, I don't remember saying it. So I'm gonna say it again. 31, you can tell that it's not finished because the story isn't over. On AU3, if you look at the chapters, if there's a question mark, it means it's not finished. I'm not mad, it's just context clues, my guy. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that hasn't been resolved. Why would I end it there? I would make a much bigger deal about me finishing a series I've been working on consistently for like over 2 years. Yeah, that's what I thought they were asking, Red Clover. Do you know any other animes? Bleach, Naruto, Attack on Titan, Mushishi, Interview with Monster Girls, obviously like the Western ones, like, well, I say Western ones, like the popular ones like Pokemon, Dragon Ball. What's the other things? Durarara, Kurika's Basketball, Haikyuu. Trying to think of other things. I've watched a handful. 91 Days. That's a really good one. Obviously Demon Slayer, because I've been getting into that. My Hero Academia, obviously, well, that's already said.
Yeah, I've watched a few different ones, but I don't always remember them because, yeah. I'm trying to go into Apothecary Diaries because the dub was really funny and I think the sub's really funny as well. So a few different ones. Dan Dan Dan. Nah. The concept isn't very interesting to me. It looks really funny. The expressions are really funny. But I haven't the animation is really funny, the expressions are really funny, the voice acting is really good. Enjoying that. So I've enjoyed the clips of that, but like the concept, the even just like the basic idea is just not very interesting to me. Spill the tea, sis. What are we talking about? JJK? No, again, it's one of those things where like I've kept up with it for like reading what it's about, like reading like summaries and things like that. And I've seen clips and I've seen like certain manga chapters and things like that, but I haven't sat down and like watched the entire thing. So it's like if you were to make me sit down and be like, "Hey, Grimmy, tell me the story of JJK," I'd be like vague. I'd be like, okay, I've got the gist of it, but I could not tell you the nitty gritty of what was said. And also I probably wouldn't understand some of like the connections of like Gojo and stuff like that. So again, the basic idea, the basic concept of that doesn't really interest me. Again, voice acting, animation, all of that really good. And I really like Sukuna. He's great. Sukuna's great. Sukuna's voice actor in the Japanese, because I'm a Japanese sub girl. I'm a sub anime girly. It's which one is that Derby Hall? Which one is that Ultimate Fangirl? Is it Utah? It seems like it'd be Utah. I don't know which one it is. What was I saying? I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, the voice actor for Sukuna in the Japanese dub is the same actor, white hair guy with the blue eyes. Gojo. Oh yeah, Gojo. So, I mean, he just looks like Toya. So I'm not getting Hawks from him at all. He's just giving Toya if he was actually competent. And arrogant. Sukuna's voice actor in the Japanese dub is the same voice actor as Grimjo. I think his name is Junichi Suwabe, I think. He's also the voice actor for Aizawa, Hawks' VA. That makes sense. Junichi Suwabe is Grimjo Jaggerjack's voice actor from Bleach, which is, if you haven't noticed, my namesake on the online usernames. And also Aizawa's voice actor, but he doesn't sound like Grimjo, which just shows when a voice actor has range and they're able to do different bunch of characters, and the voice actor doesn't sound like the other characters, you know that's a good character. You know that's a good character. A voice character, rather. Voice, I can't speak right now. My God, my goodness gracious. You know that's a good voice actor. Okay. I've been shown some clips of the French dub for My Hero Academia. It's actually pretty solid. Endeavor and Hawks' French dub is really good. Also, it's really cute because Hawks in French, when you talk about someone, it's like when you talk to someone, you obviously it's like you are tu es, tu is you, and like vous would be you plural, so vous êtes would be you plural. But you can also use when you're like talking to like when you're being like respectful to someone, and this is not as much as a thing anymore. I don't know. But if, for example, I was talking to an adult I'm not familiar with, I would say vous êtes. It's like more polite until they then say, oh, we can familiarize. Like you can just say tu. I was like, okay, tu es. Because it's more like casual. That's how I grew up. That's how I was taught. I grew up with my great grandparents. And so that was just a sort of French I was brought up with, and I got told by some older French people that that's not the norm as much anymore. But in the French dub, Hawks, this French voice actor, says vous to Endeavor because it's his higher up and he's being respectful to him. And I don't know why, but I just thought that was really cute and I like that a lot. Kumi Can't Communicate. My friend introduced me to that one. It's a cute concept, but I don't care for those sort of animes very much. Slice of life animes really aren't my thing. I forgot the name of one. There's one that's like a really cute cooking one of like a single dad and a little girl. I like that. That one's really cute because it's a bunch of different things. That's cute. Gangster was really good. I have some of the manga. That one's also really good. Again, it's one of those things that I just sort of like, I keep up vaguely with different animes and I hear what's popular and I kind of like get with the plot and I enjoy the animation, but I just don't have the dedication to sit down and watch the entire thing. I've got other things I need to do. I am more of a creator than I am like a consumer of like shows and stuff like that or like content. I don't enjoy sitting down and watching things nearly as much as I enjoy making them. There'll be exceptions. Like if, for example, a friend of mine is like, Ayo, I want to show you something. And it's like, okay, come to my house or I'll come to yours and we will bond over the thing. That's what me and Fraubles did. That's like our bonding experience is just Batman. The Batman Arkham games for hours. It's great fun. It was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I miss it. I miss Fraubles. I miss my bestie. So that for sure. Fraubles also would like do movie nights with me when she lived with me. And so we would watch movies and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that because again, it's more of a bonding experience. I do go to the cinema on my own sometimes. I went to the cinema to see Deadpool and Wolverine, the FNAF movie when that came out, the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle when that came out. So it's more so it depends on the experience of it. I enjoy the experience of going to a cinema and getting the popcorn and everything. And I enjoy the experience of bonding with my friends, enjoying the thing, but I don't really like just sitting and watching something on my own. I find it really boring. Especially when it's like, oh, I could just be working, I could be making it, I could be doing literally anything else. Like if I'm just sitting and watching, I get really bored. So I like watching and sitting with someone and talking about it. Could you imagine the Like a Prayer but with Hawks and Endeavor? Hawks would be delighted. Hawks, the Can't You See guy, ending. We would all be holding hands, going kumbaya, watching that scene. It'd be so funny. Red Clover, the Like a Prayer scene is a scene at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine. Spoilers, if you haven't seen it. Where Deadpool and Wolverine are essentially like holding hands to sort of like intake this like power from the machine. Yeah, you know that one. And Wolverine's suit just explodes. They just see his suit, like his shirt gets ripped off essentially, and he's just out there tits out. And Deadpool's like, yeah. And then there's like the scene afterwards where it's like, put your greasy tits away, you preening slut. And I just have Darby saying that to Endeavor. I find that really funny. Right, wearing sunglasses so everybody sees what I'm looking at. Yeah. I don't know, the scene has a name. It's just the because that's the music, because Like a Prayer scene, because that's just the song that's in the background. It's like the scene. Interesting place to join stream. Listen, if you haven't been here, if you're brand new, you have a right to be surprised. But if you've been here longer than like a week, you should be expecting this by now. You should know what you come into when you're speaking to me. I am here being disrespectful to all those characters. This is what we're about here. We do not treat characters like we do regular people. Characters get objectified and sexualized. That's what I'm there for. Yeah, I should. I mean, you've seen the things Red Clover has commissioned from me. We should be expecting this by now.
And Ultimate Fangirl for that matter. Ultimate Fangirl and Red Clover here in chat are my biggest enablers. Helping clutching his pearls. He would. Hellflame is such a prude, honestly. He walks the walk, but he talks the talk and walks the walk, but the minute he's no, that's not the phrase. If you can't walk the walk, don't talk the talk, and all that Hellflame does is talk the talk. I was just about to say you forgot about me. My two biggest enablers are in chat. It is such a truth bomb. Listen. Anyway. To be cringe is to be free. And we don't care. Have you guys seen that apparently, like, FNAF stuff, and, like, specifically, like, as, like, Join Us for a Bite, has become, like, quote-unquote popular? And it's just like... First of all, it's always been popular in the online circles. It has just joined the mainstream now. And we will have to sit back and accept the consequences. If I hear anybody from my primary, secondary, whatever, personal life, school, anybody who teased me, made fun of me, whatever, for enjoying those things at the age we were, and now they enjoy it too, I will welcome with open arms, but I'm going to make so much fun of them. I'm going to tease them to hell and back. My bra is showing. Very, very, very inappropriate. I'd be told to leave in an American high school. Listen, if anybody who made fun of me for the things I enjoyed in primary and secondary school, and now they enjoy the thing I enjoy, I am not going to be like, no, you can't sit with me. I'm not going to be like that. I will, however, call them out on the irony and be like, that was funny, wasn't it? But again, they probably have a lot of things they can make fun of me about till to this day about. But you know what? I don't care. It's fine. What's your first thought when you create Haru's character? Well, when I was making him, I made him based off of I made him based mostly on Fuyumi and Shoto, because Fuyumi's and Shoto's characters go with Fuyumi's and Shoto's characters are kind of ones that don't come from their parents very much. Like, the sort of softness Shoto has is not the same sort of softness Rei has, if you see what I mean. Rei's specific type of meekness, softness, is not the same as Shoto's, because obviously he's a guy, so that would make sense. Toya and Natsuo are exactly like their dad. Fuyumi and Shoto have aspects of their mom, but there's like aspects of the character that can't be found in Enji and Rei as much. And so I was like, I kind of want to make if I was going to make Haru's dad, if I was going to make Enji's dad, I think it'd be really interesting that he was actually a lot like Shoto and Fuyumi, who are like, because Fuyumi is, you know, his baby girl, the special little perfect one that nobody can criticize, and I will hear no Fuyumi criticisms. Girly Pop is trying her best. And Shoto, who is the one that he's, you know, spent all his attention on for various reasons. So I think it'd be really interesting. And I did a whole like analysis of that aspect of things in my own personal headcanons and all of that. So I was thinking what sort of grandparent would be really fitting for Enji to have to then influence him when even after he's died. So if you go to my Tumblr and stuff like that, I have like analysis of like both Akihime and Haru, and why I came up with their designs and their relationship and everything. And they're kind of meant to be a reflection of Enji and Rei, which is really interesting because I have another OC who I ship with Darby in my OC story, and they're kind of a reflection of Enji and Rei as well. So what I'm saying is I really like doing parallels between characters. So yeah, my first thought was like, how can I make a grandparent that fits the Todoroki? Sorry.
Charity drag race of Hellflame. Something some new teachers will watch probably. All Might and Aizawa are like the most like they're like Hellflame simps in denial. All Might knows that he easily gets flustered, and Aizawa doesn't like that he gets flustered. But they can't help it. You know, when considering how Hellflame acts and how he does it on purpose to embarrass them, it's not their fault, really. He's doing it on purpose. He's being a prat on purpose. People are just looking to my window. Please don't do that. Please go away. So with the Harrow show, it was that concept. No, that was Ultimate Fangirl's fault. I had no intention of doing that. I had no intention of Harrow and All for One even meeting before I got to those chapters, and I was like, that could be a really interesting dynamic actually, because you have sort of like because All for One and Harrow had a lot of unintentional parallels. That was completely unintentional. I did not mean to do that. But like with the whole like letting go of somebody you love or not letting go, being obsessed, you know, All for One being like ultra powerful, centuries old, and Harrow just being a weak little humble guy that's just really tender and sweet. So like the dynamic and the contrast was, my mom sent me a link, was really interesting. Was the contrast was like really interesting. I had no intention of shipping them, and then Ultimate Fangirl just bulldozed my reality with that. So you know, what you gotta do when they come for you, and they are the gay thoughts. When you start an avalanche of shit that spirals into its own AU, we blame Ultimate Fangirl. Again, accuse, blame, who knows? Same in green. Oh. Alright, I'll pick on that in a minute. Absolute peak nonetheless. You're so right. I wish I had a Hellflame plushie, soft and cute. One day I'll make merch of all my variants, but not today. Hellflame's such a tease, I kick him. Oh, he becomes such... He stops being a tease at some points. I don't often do gratuitous scenes. There is one scene where it's just a gratuitous makeout session, but it makes sense. There is a purpose to it. It's not just fan service, because there's no fans are being service of that one. It's a situation nobody wants, except me. Except me and my two friends I'm disgusted with this about. Hawks and Hellflame? No. I'm gonna say that now. Hawks doesn't have a chance. Hellflame sees Hawks and goes, I know what you are. And Hawks is like, does that mean I have a shot? And Hellflame's like, no. But he'll keep him around because it's funny. You'll see. It's complicated. The answer to Hawks and Hellflame is it's complicated, but Hawks doesn't have a fighting chance. Especially not because of what happens right after they meet. No chance. Poor Bird Boy. Bird Boy is also not just like in here. It's also not just in the story to be like, ooh, I love you, Hellflame. Please, like, love me. It's not like that. Because, like, I can just say it because I think it's obvious enough, and it's kind of said at the beginning when he gets introduced. Hawks knows that Hellflame isn't being genuine, which is a first because Hawks has never met Hellflame, and through being the most what do you call it? What's the word? I've completely forgotten the word. You know when you know when you become obsessed with like a celebrity and you feel like you know the celebrity but you actually don't? By Hawks being like that, essentially, he has completely figured out Hellflame, that his whole shtick is an act. Parasocial, thank you, parasocial. By being completely parasocial about Hellflame, because, you know, he still saved him and everything, Hawks has figured out that Hellflame is like him in the sense of like they're able to sort of mold to where they need to go. So that's why in the animatic Warrior of the Mind, you can see there's a moment where Hawks is sort of like mirroring Hellflame's expression. And the minute Hawks becomes genuine with Hellflame, he sort of becomes playful again. You were indecent, Pizzi. I'm surprised you forgot this one. Listen. Shut up. Don't call me out like that. That's disrespectful. That's so rude. No, you're right. 100% right. And that's a first because normally Hellflame has always had to be the one to sort of like pull back the veil for people to be like, oh, there's something wrong with him. Those people being All Might, Aizawa, technically Shoto, but Shoto knew from the get-go, and Midoriya. Those four are the ones who got the sort of like veil being lifted and Hellflame being like, there's more to me than you think. The others that are sort of getting the hint are like Ida, Zero, Momo, Bakugo, and like class 1A. But that's not because they've got Hellflame figured out, but that's because of how they see Shoto. So because they see what Shoto is like, they're like, something's weird about Hellflame. But they don't know, they don't see that it's like a mask. They think he's probably just like doesn't care. They're probably like, oh, he's just really busy with being a hero, or he's maybe like neglectful because he doesn't care about Shoto or something like that. But they don't think that he's like a villain hiding, like doing this big act. They don't think that Hellflame's whole shtick is a big act. Unlike Shoto, All Might, Aizawa, and Deku, who do realize it's a big act because Hellflame showed them. Meanwhile, Hawks, through his parasocial means and borderline obsessive tendencies, has got Hellflame completely figured out. He doesn't know that he's a villain. He doesn't know that he's connected with All For One. But it's kind of like takes one to know one sort of thing. So he's like, you've done some things you're not proud of, and I get that sort of thing. So, and he's like, you've probably come from like a rough, like he kind of assumes that Hellflame was like a former like HSPC. Is that I can't HSCP, whatever. The thing Hawks was brought up by or trained by. His assumption would be like, you've been brought up by that sort of thing. Maybe a different corporation, maybe a retired, a veteran of that corporation or something like that. Or like a plant he doesn't know of. But he doesn't know the extent of it. So, he doesn't know about Hellflame as a villain because he wouldn't think that. But he is like takes one to no one sort of with Hellflame because he's completely right. He's completely right. So when he meets Hellflame is like, no one of the sycophants. And then Hawks is like, aha, I got you figured out. And Hellflame is like, shit. It's like he's both intrigued, delighted, and also stressed because he's like, this is exactly what I wanted. And now I have it, and I'm terrified because father's not here to help me, to tell me what to do. There is a really good fanfic somebody made of Hawks and Hellflame, Hawks confronting Hellflame and like trying to kill him. There is a really good fanfic of that's made by basically, I forgot the name, basically Kuyata, something like that. I have it bookmarked on my AO3 if you want to see it. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. So yeah. Yes. I'm scared for the future as Hawks and Hellflames that they're actually together. They're not actually together, but they do have a lot of important interactions, I would say. Most Hawk and Hellflames seem to play similar games. Yeah. This B is a fake. Yeah, what is it? Great organization, missing each other. Yeah, exactly. So Hawks and so Hawks and Thingamajigger are very similar. I know the Zoom if Hawks got adopted by AFO2. If he got adopted by All For One, but Hellflame was already adopted by All For One, yeah, they'd be absolutely fucked. They already are pretty fucked, all things considered, right now. So, we don't need to keep beating a dead horse. But let me find the thing so I can link it. There it is. Basically Kiyotaka. There we
I shall link it because I'm so good. Me doing the bare minimum. Me doing the bare minimum of like feeding myself. I am such a good adult. Me doing like my basic normal chores me putting in the dishwasher, going, wow, I'm so competent. I'm so competent. I'm so slay. There you go, there's the link. Okay. I can't wait for everyone to meet Flamelet. Oh boy, Ultimate Fangirl. Oh boy. Technically they already have. I've hinted at him. I've hinted at the boy. Oh, sweet, sweet boy. It won't let me click. Again, if you go on my AO3 Red Clover, it is bookmarked and it's called I'll just send it to you on Twitter. Let's do that. It's easier. Yeah. 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 Huzzah. There you go. I can look at your bookmarks. I would assume so. I've also put them up as like recommendations, so I would assume so. I would assume so. I would hope so. I have them public, I'm pretty sure. Because I use them to like recommend fics that are based on mine, like gifts. I'm pretty sure they'll. Yeah, I made them public. I'm pretty sure they're public. Anyway. The non-topics help me so much with doing commissions and art. It's really like a 5-star meal. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. I am currently trying to edit the next bit. I've been trying to edit it since like May, but it just takes so long. And it's so boring listening to my own voice for hours. I shared my Father's Wolf story to one of my VTuber Oshi, who's a huge MHA fan. Well, thank you very much for sharing it with them. Honey Drop the Unicorn. I hope they enjoy it. Me and my 500,000 words. It's actually insane I've written so much. Like, it's not the longest fic on AO3 by no means. But like, the fact I've written that much consistently for like 2-something years, my eyes look really red. They're not. It's kind of insane. It is a little bit psychotic of me. Borderline. Also, but I update weekly and also monthly. And also I might be starting a new fanfic in January. Anyhow. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that they like it then. That's good. Sometimes I'm thinking of like a normal size of popular book. Yeah. Oh, I am actually, I think I've talked about this before. I am actually planning doing like the bones of like an actual novel that I do want to get published. It's called Bottom Feeder at the moment, and it is a sort of urban action crime thing. It's about organized crime, basically, and sort of like the undergrounds of society, kind of. It'll be one of those things like you read it and you go, is this Enji Todoroki? And it is. 100% is. like this reads like Enji Todoroki and like a dash of Kaigaku from Demon Slayer. And the answer is you're completely right. Wow, this blonde cop character sure sounds like All Might. Maybe. Maybe it is. Well, the main antagonist sure seems like the Himura clan. Maybe. Maybe it is. What if it is? Basically, it's one of the stories that I was going to make an AU of for My Hero Academia, but it got too out there for me to like want to make it My Hero Academia fanfic. So I was like, I might as well just make it into its own thing because it's too out there. Basically, it's a quirkless AU, essentially. But it's too out there, and I wanted to do my own thing. And I was like, I'm just going to take the basic concept and make it more interesting. The main character is called Edmund. And I'm still trying to. I named one of my other characters that's not based on any of my Hercudemia characters. A Welsh name that is like a Welsh variant of Lucy. I can't pronounce it. I've shot myself in the foot. I can't pronounce it. It's Leuce, and I can't do the l sound, the double L sound that they do for the Welsh. I can't do it. And I shot myself in the foot. It's really stupid. Hello, I'm just here to say hi and wish everyone a nice day, weekend. I'm gonna leave again. Bye. Bye, someone's ping. Thank you very much for coming in and saying hello. I've got a bunch of minifigs I've written for my AMRP with my boyfriend. I've written 11 pages the other day. Nice. The name is beyond comprehension. It's completely beyond design. It is. You could have been like, oh, you should have just called her Lucy. It's like, well, maybe I want to put a Welsh character in there. Maybe the Welsh need more representation. How about that? How about that? She's really cool. I like her a lot. She's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to end stream because the thing I need to watch is on and I need the volume up. And I'm hungry, so I'm going to make dinner because it is 5 and 9 minutes. So, stream again next Saturday. Unless something happens and I can't do that, I'll let you know. I will make some sort of animatic tomorrow. Something. And I will be continuing to update the Hellflame Heart comic daily on Twitter and Tumblr and every couple days on YouTube and other places. So, Toodles chat, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for chatting with me. I appreciate it deeply. Thank you, Ultimate Fangirl, for the $5 for your shitty Harrowfo sketch. Thank you very much. And see you next time.